Bodine. This segment is called Pick Your Mouth 2.0.
Oh boy.
If for any reason you cannot answer any question, you must take a shot. What was the last naughty, freaky thing you thought about doing, but not to your significant other?
I thought about spending $1 million.
You have to take a shot. What are 3 things you want to say to your ex?
Ooh, child.
You have to take a shot. In your phone sex voice, say, "My fluffy kitten needs a licking."
I don't even think I have a phone sex voice. I don't think I have a phone sex voice. I'm going to try it, though. Was it? No. Mm-mm.
When it's time for him to release himself, do you A, swallow, or B, Superman that?
Where is Megan? What would Megan do?
I think you have to take a
Megan
shot.
would go to the TikTok. I'd say rock my cherry. Cardi would scream gang gang. And I just say dilly drop.
Sorry. Dilly drop.
I mean, I just say it and pick it up.
Thank you very much. What excites you more? A bald, bushy, or trimmed hair on a dick pic?
Why am I getting dick pics?
Answer the question.
I don't want any dick pics. I don't want them. I just can I just not just see them in person?
The last question. Have you ever dated a Bahamian celebrity?
Define celebrity.
Bahamian, rapper, celebrity.
Maybe.
Name. You must take a shot. This segment has been called
Okay.
Pick Your Mouth 2.0.
Welcome to the Big Talks. Welcome to the Big Talks. We got Ree behind the wheel. We got Leah. We got Disa. Bringing new people on. Yeah. Real talks for you. Real vibes for you. Just chill with us. We gon' rock with you. Yeah. Yeah, we speak for the people, y'all. So big talks for you. Big talks for you. Welcome to the Big Talks. Welcome to the Big Talks. Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is episode 3 with your 3 favorite ladies.
Hey.
What's going on? We can get right into things because this is a full jam-packed episode tonight for you guys.
Spicy.
And we got started a little early.
Period.
Period. So,
Period.
Mandisa, give the people your handles, bro.
Hey guys, I'm Mandisa Lady on IG, Mandisa Lady 7 on Twitter, Mandisa Kerr on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Ew.
I was very polite.
I feel like ow is fitting for Leah's outfit, Leah's shirt. It's like
Ow.
like that. Ow. Lily of the jungle. Where can they find you?
You are no longer East Street Lee. You are Leah of the Jungle.
You will be named.
Yes, Leah of
Ladies and
Wakanda.
gentlemen, you can find me You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at ELLEANISE.
Yes, yes, yes. And it's going to be ladies before gentlemen. You don't mind, right?
No problem.
I hate when we have to introduce celebrities. Eh?
I swear.
I don't like that.
Right?
God. But anyway, we must do it. The lovely, the talented, the vivacious Bodine.
That's it.
Juicy.
Please, for the people who I don't even know where they live in, somewhere that's not a real
Under
place.
a rock.
Jabim.
Yeah, Jabim,
Jabim.
for Jabim citizens. Can you please tell them where to find you?
I'm Bodine Victoria across all social media platforms. And of course, if you want to find all of my projects, go to bodinevictoria.com. BODINEVICTORIA.
That's right.
Ew.
And last, well, sorry, not last, but second to last, we have
Thanks.
Mr. Kadesh Collie.
Yes.
Can you please tell the people where they can find you?
Well, Kadesh Collie across all platforms, as well as kadeshcollie.com. I got my own website too.
Yeah.
We got some big timers
pretty
in here.
official.
I got some work to
We
do.
about that
Appreciate
life.
that.
That's right. Ladies,
He's serious.
we're
guys.
here.
Right, serious people. And for you guys who may not know Kadesh, stay tuned. We have a little special something in our breaks to get to know him even better. But last and certainly not least, me, Free Bombshell, on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. But the most important handle, of course, is this podcast, BigTalks Podcast, on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, everywhere you could listen,
Everything.
watch, whatever. If you don't know, just message on us. We could tell you.
And y'all is message
We
for
will.
true.
Yeah,
Y'all is really coming my DM. Like for true. They is come.
they do.
They do.
They do. But for serious inquiries,
Yeah.
info.bigtalks@gmail.com. Way more effective. We can manage it better.
No dick pics.
No bear pics. No.
No unclean dick pics. Okay, we're
No.
just gonna go there. Let's. I always tell you guys, presentation is key. Say it with me. Presentation is key.
So, speaking of penises, Tank had a very interesting topic this week. Basically, in a nutshell, Tank said that if a straight man allows another man to perform fellatio on him, it's not gay, it's experimental.
He's a flaming homosexual. I just want you to know. Did you guys watch the video?
Oh, I watched it, honey.
You know when you ask a little child if they like a boy and they start laughing like kick. Wasn't that what he was doing?
Listen,
He was blushing.
the mere fact that he was like, no, listen, like because first the girl was like, this is not chicken that you're tasting.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
dick.
this is dick
right.
in your mouth. So he was like, no. You know, if a guy was to put a penis in his mouth and he didn't like the taste at first, and then he goes back to taste it again and he still didn't like it, that doesn't mean that he's gay.
That just means he sucked some
Just
dick
highly
twice.
suspect.
So, what should it taste like to like it?
Not chicken. Okay? Let's just put it there. Not fucking chicken.
Thanks for
So
clearing that up.
a lot of people kind of, in the shade room, they kind of was on his team and they were like, well, girls do it. What do you think about that, Bodine?
The fact that girls
Yeah.
taste penises?
No, girls taste vaginas and it's like they experiment, and they're not gay. I don't know about that. But yeah.
Mind you, first of all, I'm an intellectual. So my ability to think about these things is a little beyond what, the average person may think. But I do know people experiment. I think that there's a double standard when it comes down to perceptions of women experimenting with women as it is with men experimenting with men.
Agreed.
And I do feel as though, I'm not a sick dread, I feel like I have to give the responsible answer. Like I want to be carefree, but I have to be responsible.
No, you do not. You be careful.
No, I'm going to be responsible.
She was irresponsible earlier.
I got to be very responsible when it comes down to this topic because we have enough homophobia. Okay,
That's true.
but the truth of the matter is, I think it comes down to people inherently being honest with themselves and honest with what they are attracted to, and what they feel is what they like.
Okay.
And so I think that we've been in a place where we have a whole lot of denial about what we like. It may be for you, it may not be for you, but you ain't gonna know until you try it unless you know absolutely for sure this ain't it for me.
Okay.
But leave other people alone.
Okay.
I mean, and considering the current climate of the Bahamian country right now, again, my personal opinion is if it ain't for you, leave it alone. Let other people like what they like. Full stop. Unless, of course, it's pedophilia and bestiality, which I'm not down
That's
for.
a different.
It's a completely different ball game. But two consenting adults, mind your business.
Mind your business.
blushing, though,
Just
like, he was
mind your
blushing.
business.
I mean, he could be blushing. Mind you, he could be blushing. You know what it is, though, too? Somebody puts a camera inside your face, right? Somebody asks you a question, and you haven't completely gone through the full gamut of your emotions and your feelings about that particular topic. So you're going to be uncomfortable. Or
He could be blushing.
yeah, he might be blushing because
He
he
was
might
blushing.
be remembering something. He might like it.
He was blushing.
And ain't nobody
I
can
think that's
judge you
what
if
it
you like
was.
it.
I mean, shit. But be honest with it.
Be
That's
honest
my
with
thing.
yourself.
You
That's
see what
my
I'm saying?
Exactly.
He was blushing.
Like,
Thank you.
like
Blushing.
you know, be honest. If that's what you like, don't make it seem like y'all go there, suck some dick. You know,
I
just
don't mean he's scared.
yeah. But I mean, if
course
you're
not.
gay, like we like you, I like your music. Just, you know,
I mean,
We just
because
know it's about
you're
boys
gay
now.
doesn't make you any less
Sweet
attracted to
love.
Right, exactly.
Not
You
me.
know,
I
just-
like men, and you're a man. I'm gonna be attracted to you, but knowing that you like men,
I'm not gonna.
if
You're not gonna waste your
deter.
time.
allegedly,
Yeah, I'm not
allegedly,
gonna go
It could
there.
deter.
right,
Some feelings.
I'm not
You.
going to expend my energy pursuing you.
I'll think about it though. Just saying.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
compete with a
and
man.
keep that to myself because otherwise it'd be harassment.
Okay, and that's frowned upon.
So just
Yes.
just a last question I wanted to touch on. So, Kadesh, from like a male's perspective, let's say Tank was one of your boys, would he still be your boy after that comment?
I think my friends have told me I've heard some outlandish things in my life. I don't have a lot of experience, but I wouldn't like be taken aback by it because I'm just used to people saying, I mean, that's how he chose to experience life. That's his choice. I totally support him 100% of the way. I'm the last person to police anybody lifestyle or how they choose to
Well, maybe
go
even
about the
not
world.
not even maybe not a choice because I think the word choice is thrown
Right,
around
right,
a lot.
right, right,
So
right.
let's just say experience. That's his
experience.
experience.
That's his experience,
Right.
and that's entirely valid. Whatever experience that was.
It's like I come here being responsible. Y'all ask me a question that's less loaded.
Aw.
Ask me something else. Ask me something we can laugh about.
Yeah.
We could laugh. Well, I mean, we could kind of laugh at the fact that y'all let Kylie Jenner coin the phrase "rise and shine." Like your mother wasn't telling you that.
Rise and shine and give God the glory.
Yes,
She
Y'all remember that song?
She is trademarking it. How y'all letting Kylie do this?
Huh?
Rise and
all-
shine because nobody ever said that before in life.
No one.
First of all, she's a
Wow.
Kardashian Jenner, and that's what they do. They take things that other people have not capitalized on, and they capitalize on it. Capitalism.
I guess if you make the first
They
move,
capitalize.
you
I just
get
make
that
it
award.
billionaires.
I just want to say
They capitalize on
catchphrase.
videos
At
at a time,
They capitalize on sex videos.
right?
Because, you know, after Kim on, you know, there was just a bundle of them. She was the queen bee at it.
This pink is pretty, by the way.
But you know what?
It is.
Kudos to her because we have a lot of sex videos just being thrown around.
and it's-
nobody's getting anything for
You know,
it.
no one.
You know.
So kudos, you know,
So-
she should get a trademark.
She should have a class.
Wait, what?
Class or sex?
Kris Jenner, no, a class.
Oh.
No, she should have
Making
honestly-
money out of moments.
No, honestly, she should have a class on capitalism because she is
Yeah.
the poster woman for capitalism. That woman
Let's talk
knows
about
how
capitalism.
to spend anything. Kris Jenner, if you're watching,
She's
I really
watching.
appreciate you giving me just a couple of minutes.
I right, like right
Put me in the
about.
right direction.
I'm
I
gonna
got
read
some
it.
life experiences.
We talking,
Jenner.
we talking about the mummy.
Listen,
The mummy.
Yes, the mummy.
we have to clarify
You know,
this.
she's their manager.
She's the
Right.
OG.
My phone.
so any any
He does
mistakes.
not watch
Wow.
Keeping Up with Kardashians.
No.
I mean,
Obviously
I
not.
don't anymore either. However,
You know.
I'm on KKW's page. I'm on Kim's page.
Yeah.
And then I watch a whole lot of drama videos on YouTube. You know, that's how I get my soap opera stuff now.
Yeah, she.
I'm with you.
Yeah. No, but rise and shine. Rise and shine. Get what you need.
Speaking of rising, we have one subject just to round it off.
Penises?
It's not quite as funny.
Okay, not penises.
No, penises are
She's
for
my
later.
friend, guys.
We come back to penises later.
My friend.
It's not quite as funny, but it can't be ignored because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, the posts that have been made in regards to Hurricane Dorian from influencers. Just wanted to get you guys' take on it. How do we feel about those? We have two. We had a PSA that Sherrod did with a number of persons, and then we have some photos that Miss Bahamas did.
You know what? I feel like the photos from Miss Bahamas were artistic. When I saw them more as a representation of young people being resilient in the face of the adversity. And I know some people would have interpreted it a different way, but I viewed them as art. Okay? I'm not aware of whether or not Miss Bahamas or Miss Teenager Bahamas is a native Grand Bahamian or a native Abaconian. But the way that I interpreted it was, this is an experience that can be shared by Bahamians across any part of the archipelago. And personally, I really did love the visuals of it. I do understand why some people would be offended by it. And unfortunately, I don't know exactly how to feel within that particular space, being empathetic to those persons that would have completely lost everything, but also that group of people that want to represent hope and to give a feeling of closure, but as well as optimism in the face of that adversity. And then when you talk about Sherrod's project, this is not the first time Sherrod has done a project like this. We've participated in artist collaborations for pro-social events and pro-social campaigns. And what I know Sherrod wants to do is to be able to use the influence of people that give back to the community in various ways and that are seen in the community, and have them give a voice in need of support of those persons that feel as though they don't have a voice. And so I can appreciate why people would feel offended, but at the same time I also can appreciate the reason why somebody would want to show their support in the way that they show their support. A lot of people don't have money, but what they do have is the ability to ask people to lend their support and to give a voice to people that are not being heard, not in the way that, or on the scale that they would be heard.
I haven't seen the one with Sherrod. I just seen the one with Miss Bahamas. But to me, I don't think it was like a malicious thing or like some kind of cash grab for fame at all. I thought it was like a genuine need to help people out, to see people have hope, I guess, through her art, and that's how she saw to do that. And of course, doing that, I could see how it easily could have been interpreted as some kind of, like, I saw it and I scrolled past it. I could see how some people would say that's in bad taste, or she just that,
I saw it from both angles. I saw it where, hey, the artistic side of it, okay, I see what you wanted to do. I saw the vision behind it, but I also know and see why people would say, okay, so this is just an outreach for likes or something to capitalize on in the industry right now, because right now Dorian is something to talk about.
It's still new for a lot
it's
of people
still
too.
new for a lot of people, but you just have to be very careful of how you portray things. You have to be, it's almost like you have to tiptoe around it, because you can almost offend anybody, and you can't necessarily keep everything in. You're going to portray what you want to portray. You're going to say things how you want to say things, and sometimes you don't care to say, hey, this is how I feel about it. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm being malicious, but this is how I feel about it. So it's like
what I wanted,
bottom line for me.
With that being said, do you guys think, like, everybody could agree that, okay, we kind of get where he was going, but we see how people can be offended?
Yes.
Yeah, there
Do
was
you
elements.
think
I mean,
that
hold on.
do you think, because like Bodine said, I understand artistry. Do you think that maybe if it was maybe a different kind of post,
Well,
maybe
I
if they
don't-
weren't
You know what?
necessarily
I
in
think
the
it was like-
water,
No,
like
What I think is, I think a lot of times we want to do things that are nice, but we forget the people, we forget to involve the people that have been directly affected.
Agreed.
So those of us who were in, let's say, New Providence and didn't have our homes flood in the rain, and those of us that don't have family that live on those islands,
Right.
even though we may feel empathetic towards what people are going through, the idea of you not having experienced the trauma but trying to portray what it is that I personally,
You
as
went
someone
through.
from Abacoa, Grand Bahama,
Went through,
have gone through, and not to have at least one person clearly represented as being part of that actual experience in the campaign is quite possibly what would make
Coulda
people
helped
feel
out.
that
That's
particular
exactly
way.
what it is.
Additionally, I would say that even when we do things like this, we need to be completely cognizant of how touchy it is for people that felt the rains come down and they saw the floods come up and they had a little space of air and they lost family, they lost homes, they lost possessions. A lot of them lost a lot of courage and they had to find it deep inside. So we have to be cognizant and we have to learn to include them at every step of what it is that we're doing, and also put out press releases on our pages to express. Verbiage is very important. Some people read it, some people don't. An image may strike some people, but also along with that should be an explanation
Yes.
beyond
As
just
to
a
what-
campaign.
yes.
Beyond a campaign. And I think that the issue for a lot of people is these people who wasn't there putting up pictures of them
Dress up in the water.
dress up in the wreckage.
I was gonna say, I think
You know.
the artistically it could have used some work as well, because she was dressing. She had like a whole like full regalia, full prom
had a crown
regalia,
and everything.
and it could have distracted away from the point of the whole message.
that's
You didn't see.
She
You
was
didn't see.
dressed up.
You didn't see. Despite the tragedy, I'm still a queen. Like you didn't read that? Because that's what I read.
I guess.
I can't.
Go ahead,
I
Leah.
just
I
think
did.
it's. I'm not trying to take away from the brilliance of the people that were involved in all of these projects. It was obviously a well put together project, both of them. But at this time, I
Still
feel like
fresh,
it's too soon.
So
Dramatic.
when would be an appropriate time to do something?
It would be.
that would help people.
Right now, I feel like
You
the
could help
need,
people at any time, but
that's not the need of those
No.
people on those islands at this time. There are people that watch their family members die. There are people that watch their neighbors, their friends buried under mounds of debris. And it's just not what they need at this time. You know what I mean? They're trying to rebuild their lives and get back together. And a lot of people don't have access to the internet or, can see these PSAs or, they don't even have current in their homes. So it's like, there's not a need for it right now. I'm not taking away from their brilliance and I'm not taking away from each person's contribution to society in light of this disaster. But right now, I just don't feel like it's the time.
So my question would be, and sorry, girl, but my question would be, when would be a good time? As somebody that works in the backstages of PR and that works behind the scenes in media, when you sit down and you think about it, it's been about 2 months since the disaster. And while people are still talking about it, you're going to see the attention wane. And so you have campaigns like this that are designed to continue to keep the discussion around the topic. The truth of the matter is that people are going to continue to grieve, but for those persons that are survivors, for those persons that would experience some form of survivor's guilt, there's still a responsibility to them to be able to bring up as much attention to the cause as possible. And so, again, when is a good time?
I
Well,
just feel like, sorry.
Yeah, right.
I just feel like a disaster of this magnitude is it's always going to be fresh in the minds of Bahamians everywhere across the board. A year from now, a picture like that can still hold
Yeah.
its strength. So I feel
trigger.
like right now it's just too soon. But I would appreciate something like that a year from now, or maybe 5 years from now. Not trying to put a timeline on art or whatever it is that people are doing, but right now it's just too soon.
I'll say I do think it's highly important that people regain their hope for the future. And in that thinking, I think that was a step. If that makes sense.
Okay. Well, definitely, like Mandisa touched on, you can see where, you can see both ends of the spectrum. I'll put it that way. But if you want to help, guys, there are a lot of foundations, Hands for Hunger, all the different kind of people who doing relief funds. Yeah, it's a lot of different
Some
places.
GoFundMes.
The Red Cross Society of the
Yes,
Bahamas.
they're always.
Also, the Kendall G.L. Isaacs Gym. No, the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, my bad. They are looking for plus-size clothing because a lot of people just bring regular-size clothing and plus-size
Yes.
women. I mean, I spoke to someone. She was
I got
just
you,
do
boo.
one bra and one panty.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And don't
please.
forget, we have Black Friday coming up in the month of November, which is when a lot of people
lot of-
just purchase a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We know a lot of you are going through the process of re-upping after you gave everything in September, but just remember that this is a lot for people to do. So if you have domestic tourism dollars, go to the places that are open in Grand Bahama, the places that are open in
Yes.
Abaco, do day trips, spend a couple of dollars here or there, especially on the things that you need that are unique to that, on experiences, ecological experiences, other experiences in either of the two islands, just to generate some domestic
Cash flow,
tourism
yeah.
dollars and
Yes.
cash flow directly in those areas with small businesses. But also, when you go online, when you hit your freight forwarder, go and purchase a couple extra things for those people,
Yes.
that
Fill up
really
your
do
cart.
need some stuff. Yeah, fill up your cart. That 45% off, the 50, 75%
man.
off sale. Bless somebody with them couple dollars that you have extra, that bonus, because bonuses is coming November. We know they don't wait till December. They come in November so you can plan. I know, we know.
Not November.
November. We're going to need you to spend a couple dollars to assist our brothers and sisters in Abaco and Grand
yes.
Bahama, okay? So don't just take the pictures. Buy things.
Yeah, man. And with
Bye,
that being
James.
said, guys, we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Big Talks.
Hey guys, know you weren't expecting to see us here. We're doing it a little different this time, and this segment is known as our Spotlight segment. And our first Spotlight guest is none other than Kadesh, Collie. So Kadesh, you're gonna introduce our Big Talks supporters. Let us know what you do.
Okay.
Give us a little background.
Like she said, my name is Kadesh. Kadesh is a good Collie. People usually try to give me a nickname, but just try to learn Kadesh, and then you can be
I'm
straight.
definitely gonna ask about that nickname later.
Okay. There's many. But I'm an actor, voice actor, cosplayer, all kind of comedian, writer, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've been acting for about 5 years, trying to do it big, and trying to branch out creatively into the local, like I say, cosplay community and also comedy, mainly
Okay.
like on Instagram and that kind of stuff.
So you say cosplay.
Yeah.
You want to kind of elaborate on that for persons who aren't really familiar with that term?
Okay, so I'm not an expert at all. I just kind of fell into it. But cosplay is basically you have a show that you like and characters from that show that you really enjoy. And you dress up as the character, I guess.
I've seen it.
Yeah, predominantly from, like animated shows.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the gist of it. And I started it just on a whim, but I like it so far. Having a lot of fun. Did Spider-Man, there's a character called Luffy from One Piece, and I have some stuff planned for the future, but that's top secret.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
So what is your ideal role? What type of role do you envision yourself playing in the future?
There's not like a set character or situation I'd want to be in, but just stylistically, I think there's a depth that I want to reach technique-wise as an actor that I find when I know there's things you have to know when you perform, and you have to know who your character is, where they are, the given circumstances of what they're doing and why they're doing it. And it's a lot of, you can get caught up in kind of heady kind of speak of it and get really technical, but when you let go and you actually experience what it is to be in that moment, and you genuinely fighting for what that character wants. That's where I want to be with any role I decide to do.
I almost shed a tear. That was powerful.
So,
Thank you.
out
Thank
of
you.
all the work that you've done so far, what is your favorite?
Oh, jeez. That's a rough one. I got to do You Can Lead a Horse to Water, which is like, that's like a classic play at the Dunness of all places, and under Nicolette Bethel, Philip Burrows,
Nice.
and Adrian Archer, who are just legends.
Yes.
And the score was, I'm not sure if the original play was directed by Winston Saunders or not, but it's just like Bahamian legendaries, and then you just
nice.
in an ensemble cast. And the uniqueness about that specific play was that it was all set on stage, and I was in the jury, and we were all just on stage through the entire play, but it was just powerful having that experience.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
So y'all are going on.
So, do you see yourself, branching off from the Bahamas, going to the States, going more into movies, or do you like more plays? Like, what's your field?
I love plays for the spontaneity of it, because you don't know what's going to happen on stage,
That's
as
true.
y'all know.
As we know.
As we know, we'll
As
tell you
we
about that
know.
later.
As we know. But the I guess the return on investment, so to speak, of movies, because you have it there and it's eternal in that way. That's one of the pros that I enjoy about it, because I could leave it alone and it's still the movie that I made in that specific way.
Right.
But yeah, definitely movies, and I want to do a lot more in the Bahamas as well as internationally, and expand and grow my technique and become better. And
Of course.
more. I'm just excited
No,
about
I
it.
know.
I love your excitement.
Yeah.
I feel all the aura up here. I'm getting
Right.
emotional, and I don't know if it's the heat or the wine.
I love it.
It's the wine.
It's the wine.
Yeah.
Little both.
You've never sat on the side of me. Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
So I know you said you started about 5 years ago, correct?
Yeah.
Was this something that you just got interested in 5 years ago, or was it always an interest of yours and you just finally acted on it? Pun intended.
Well, I like it.
That's dramatic.
Well, it definitely wasn't premeditated. I always, from small, I did small plays here and there for like Sunday school and that kind of stuff. And then, like I say, 5 years ago, I did a play where I think I was playing a guy who was auditioning as Pharaoh from the Egypt story.
Yeah.
And I did my monologue, whatever. I got off stage and I talked to my Sunday school teacher, and he was like, "That was amazing. That was you on stage." And I was like, I took like a moment. I was like, I think I can do this for the rest of my life.
Right.
And then I just, not to get all gushy,
gushy.
but it was genuinely like that. I was like, wow. So this is it. Well, let's do it. Yeah. So
Okay. So I know acting, just like any other creative job, isn't like really prominent here in
Right.
Nassau or the Bahamas. So what keeps you motivated?
I guess living in sorry. I guess living in the character and always, it's like chasing a high almost, and I'm running to that next experience, and the next experience holds me over to the next one, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
I just working to get to a state where I could just do that and just live in that moment and live the life of the character and
Right.
do that genuinely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting on our Spotlight Talk. We got a lot of lights tonight, so it's very fitting. So just let the people know where they can find your work or any titles you want to throw there, anything coming up.
You can follow me on Instagram at Kadesh Collie, KADESHCOLLIE, as well as on Facebook. Basically every social media I'm on, essentially. And coming up, I have I'm gonna be at the Geek Out actually on trial as Goku, and it's about whether he's a good father or not. So if you want to see that, you could come out
Nice.
and
That
support.
is interesting.
Yeah.
Goku.
Okay.
With the wig and everything?
with the whole shebang.
Oh my God.
I guarantee.
You have to send me
It's a
picture.
court. It's a court
We
thing.
definitely can be.
I will be on trial
We're
as
gonna be
Goku.
following. We're gonna be
Yeah.
following this up.
Right.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Bodine Victoria, and I want you to join me on the Big Talks podcast, airing every single Saturday on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. Don't miss it. Foolishness is about to go down. We got some real things to talk about. It's all about that girl code. Y'all know what it is. Don't miss it. Thanks.
Welcome to the Big Talks.
So we're back, and we ended on a heavy note. So I need Medusa to lighten it up.
Welcome back.
This girl looking like confetti.
Yes, she did. It's a party.
Welcome back.
She's a walking party.
That's it. I love it.
Meow.
Welcome back.
You say meow.
Yeah.
We got confetti in the party animal.
Right, a party animal.
I saw what she did there.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, playful.
Oh my God.
I'm lit.
Always,
You are.
It's always a party here at Big Talks. Such a
Go
good
Gemini.
time.
We rock.
Okay, so guys, we're back with the main discussion, the reason why you guys are still here. And tonight's topic is girl code. More specifically, we're going to give y'all the rules of girl code because some of y'all don't follow girl code. It's sad.
It is.
It's crazy.
Like,
Like,
y'all deserve to be blocked.
I saw a Facebook post this week, because I go on Facebook like once a month to mingle with the people.
The people stem, okay.
Twitter is something elite. And
Well, shit on
That's
me.
where y'all gone.
Right.
I went to Twitter. Took my
Wow.
talents to Twitter.
Yes.
And I saw where these best friends from high school were back and forth in an argument because one of the best friends is sleeping with the best friend's husband.
Oh, no.
That ain't
That's
a friend.
violation.
That ain't a friend.
Penalty.
That ain't even a
Go
code,
straight to
nigga.
jail. Go straight to jail. How you sleeping with your what?
Why are you doing? And like she was bragging about it. Like they put up posts like in her statuses where she'd be like, "Don't worry about him. He's good tonight," and this and that. Like,
Why you was friends?
Like, and they were supposed to be best friends.
There was never
And
friends.
we having an argument about you sleeping.
And you know it ain't good unless you go in the comments, right? Say it in the comments. And everybody was like, "Oh my God, I remember them from school. I can't believe this." So I was like, they really were friends. So, is it ever okay? Kind of branching from the topic because it's not really that same case, but is it ever okay to date somebody that your friend slept with?
If we was friends, hell no, I will beat you.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I concur.
So just somebody you just slept with, never happened. It's a
If
no.
it's, I don't care if it's a fling. Like I said, fling
We
the
had this
next way,
discussion
bitch.
before, guys.
Don't touch him. He is
Mandy.
off limits.
If it was just a fling, I don't care.
If me and him was dating, and me and you discuss him, it's a flag on the play.
Well, see,
Flag on the
now see it. Discussion
I like she said
is different.
discussions, right? Because they
If
don't
he
always
know-
make it to discussions.
They don't always make it to discussions.
What I look like with my clothes off, flag on the play.
Period.
It's a problem.
Period.
You burn to the penalty box.
Oh,
It's a
Listen,
problem.
It's happened to me so many times, not by choice.
Was
but
it knowing? So it wasn't knowingly. Like they did.
No,
they
it
know?
wasn't. No, they didn't know. And
Okay.
they was in a discussion, so they literally was just a fling. Like there was no one to talk about.
Did you tell them after the fact?
I did tell them after the fact.
How close you and this friend was?
Very close.
But you didn't discuss
Wait
the
a
guy.
minute.
I
hold
didn't
on.
discuss him.
Excuse me, 1 second. I'm sorry. I need to catch up with the details.
Right.
My best friend don't know who off
No,
limits.
she was close.
I'm her best
Mina was
friend.
close, right? But
Okay.
of course,
saw what I
as
did
we grew up and everything, we drifted, but we still were close. We still used to talk, but I didn't necessarily talk to her about all the guys that
But she
I might have
didn't
been
know.
with. She didn't know.
Okay, well
She
then that's
came and
different.
spoke
Yeah,
to
you gotta
me
play
about
nice,
it.
So
That's
You see?
different.
She came and spoke to me about him. And I was like, who are you talking about? And she was like, yada, yada, this person. And I was like, oh. I said, okay.
Oh,
And
no,
she
no,
was
no,
like,
no.
why? I was like, well, this and this happened. So she was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah.
okay.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Darling, here's the thing.
Let me just tell you something. Because I know what's going on in my life, I say to my sisters, and I say to anybody that matters, you see him, he is off limits. I will send you a WhatsApp photo.
Oh shit.
I will let you know his name is so-and-so. This is his birthday. This is what he look like. This is where he live.
Yep.
If you see him, don't touch him.
But he was a fling.
I don't care what he was.
No, see, that's different for
I
me.
mean, no. I personally, I don't care.
It's different
If
for
we
me.
are very close friends or if we are family, like very close family, it's a problem.
Okay,
I'm going to
if you
disclose,
made it
I'm
to
going to
discuss, if you
disclose.
made it to discussion, if you made it
It's a
to
problem,
my
yes.
discussion, it's a problem.
So
Right.
what if it's a situation where no sex was involved? Maybe you went on a date or two with this guy, but you just
Do I
nothing
know
happened.
this was my friend's somebody?
Yeah.
I'm not touching it. That's girl code.
I wouldn't touch it.
I ain't touching it.
That's
Hold
me.
on. Hold wait now.
But you could touch
say,
mine. It is. It's,
You can't
it's
touch
frigged up
mine
for me.
either. No.
It's frigged up for
even
me.
though they were never intimate.
I wouldn't. Okay, for
But
me,
these have me lost.
no. For me,
Uh-huh.
if I know that you dated somebody, I'm not gonna go after that person. I wouldn't go after that person, right? If I didn't know and I find out, I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. On the other hand, it's happened to me where I was dating someone. She didn't know I dated them, and I didn't care. I was like, no, leave it. That's fine. That was nothing to me. That's fine. But me, on the other hand, I wouldn't do that to someone. That's just me. I would feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so even if it was like, I went on this date with John, I wasn't really feeling him, and then John comes to you, it's still a no for you?
It's a
If you was dating John,
No, I went on a date with John.
It's a no.
I wasn't feeling him. John
No.
came to you.
and
John,
said
how you
what?
get to me? You know this is my friend. Though.
Yeah, no,
Like,
no, for me,
no.
I don't
See,
know,
no,
like,
for me, no.
maybe-
what you into is you into some foolishness that
You
I
look like
ain't
you won't go
about.
around the circle. No,
I'm absolutely
Clear what you
not
meant.
because
No.
I ain't
I would
about
go
to
there
share that type of energy.
all day.
no,
with
real
you.
talk.
No,
I ain't
All
about to
day.
do it.
John, why you gotta be like this?
Now, on the other hand, I would tell someone, no, go ahead. If he came and talked, sure, go ahead. No, he was cool. He's just not my type. Me, on the other hand, if John was dating you and then he came to me, I don't know, man.
Mind you, again, the issue for me is friendship. If you and I are friends and somebody I used to date approached you, I don't care if I don't have feelings for them or not, because genuinely I ain't gonna have feelings. But it's that little bit of trust, that space of trust in between two people that you should not venture into. Now, I don't
Agreed.
know what may be in your future. You can decide what you want to decide. However, in the interest of our mutual relationship, because I find that those last longer than romantic relationships, I would say leave it alone. Granted, you have some relationships that do not work out. They don't work out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see people, I would have dated somebody, and I see people that I know, I may not have known personally, but they would have dated or would be in a relationship with that other person. I'd be happy for them. But if you are in the circle of like 4 close friends that I have, and somebody I dated trying to holler at you, and you know I has talked to you, but anybody I date, because I can need you to look out. Let me know if you see him in the script club. It's okay if he in the script club, but did he take anybody home from the script club? I can need to know. Let me know. He show up to this bar every night. You see anybody with him to the bar? Like, use a spy service.
Spy.
Use a spy service.
all are CIA.
Or let's say if I want one pretty piece of negligee or something like that, and I want you come with me to go pick it out for him. Like think about it. It's an intimacy between two
see where you're going with
friends. It's intimacy between two friends.
Not a
and
problem.
then, like that's a line.
Okay.
But if I
Well.
don't know you, I mean it ain't that serious.
So, okay.
And once I know you dating my ex, and I don't know you, it ain't no problem because I don't want him as an ex.
Well,
This is different.
I
So
heard-
I'm going to play devil's advocate for a moment. Let's say it's not a friendship. Does girl code still count? With that being said, let's say I know Leah's dating let's say me and Leah weren't friends, but I know she's dating. And when I say dating, I mean maybe not official, but maybe they like talking. We call it talking, whatever. She's talking to John. Do I have to respect that?
huh?
You and her friends?
No. But I mean, sometimes people be like, girl code, like, we gotta look out for each other, we're women.
I know
Why?
what that
What the code is?
I try to
No?
figure out what the
John,
code.
I on me, John, I on me. That don't have nothing to do with
Even though you
Susie.
see, even though you see him out with his thing or whatever. No,
He interested
John
in me
come to you
now.
and slip the number. No,
Listen,
Sorry, Sally.
That's,
so when Sally and you,
so when Sally come to you and ask you why you take John number, then what you saying?
Do I know you? Have we met?
Now, see, this is the thing, right? Honestly. Now, let me be very honest with you. One thing I learned about men and women is you're single until you have the marriage license.
Right. Okay.
Okay? Not even after you go into church, because the church,
When I was in the world.
in the garden, whatever it is, don't mean that you married according to the law.
Child.
But when you married according to the law, you ain't single. Until then, you are single. You single.
Cost me five
You could be
times.
living with that woman and you single. However, Bodine and Victoria personally,
Hi, man, this is
once you
Fiola
living-
Roscar.
okay? Once you living with a woman, I ain't gonna fool with you because I don't want that type drama in my life. I don't get a kick off of knowing you by me when you supposed to be
Sweet
someplace
home.
else.
Exactly.
But I could tell you one thing. If you know I dating somebody and you know that me and him together,
They ain't giving all the eye.
let me tell you something. I could lay it on you because I ain't got time to play
the
because
man.
you disrespecting.
The man
No,
is
if
shit,
she
though.
pursuing him and she know
Talking about girl
I
code.
dating with I dating
That's what I'm
him,
saying. Like, if
I
she
have a
knew.
problem.
Yeah.
Let me
have
tell
a
you
question.
straight up, 100%. As long as you know, and you could check my stories because you could know. You ain't good.
That's
you may
true.
not see it in his stories, but
Right,
you see it in my stories. Once you know, I could tell you one thing, sweet girl.
I hope she
It's
watch it.
on.
Juicy.
It is on. I don't play that. Full stop.
Period.
No comma.
I just okay. I mean, it's girl code. I feel you.
That's a code.
What you saying, Leah?
But okay, is girl code? Because when I hear the topic of girl code, it's always about dating and like men. Is there any rules to girl code that doesn't really apply to men or like include men, like the relationship between two?
I
Yeah,
think that's
friendships.
Yeah, I think that's obviously the primary thing.
Okay,
think
so I
men
have
is
a question.
paramount.
So, if your friend, this still is kind of dating, but anyway, if your friend is going through a breakup or like anything that's causing her to be, miserable, what are you inclined to be with that friend? Because like okay, I had a situation where I had a bad breakup, and my friend, my best friend at the time, she was just getting into a relationship, so they were kind of inseparable. So while I was moping alone, she was out with a fucking boyfriend.
Oh,
That's a regular
wow.
That's a regular one.
Oh,
I want to
wow.
know.
She's fucked with.
I want to know
Oh, wow.
if she broke girl code because she wasn't there for her friend.
No, she did not.
What do you call there?
Yeah.
You mean like you was calling her to go out?
See, you mad because she don't have survivor's guilt. She living her life. But the truth is, you can't be mad because she
No
she
way.
got her life.
What
Hold
she
on.
wasn't doing?
She can support you.
You can't be with your friend.
What
Hold on,
she
hold on.
was not doing.
yeah.
You can't be away from your boyfriend for 2 minutes, not even an hour, to check on your friend and say,
Oh.
hey, how you doing?
No, check
I know
on
you
your friend.
going through it right now. Better days are coming. Nothing.
on your friend.
But you gallivanting with your ugly boyfriend.
Why he gotta be ugly?
Honey ugly.
Girl, why?
Friend.
Who hurt you?
Friend.
No, but then-
Friend. Is
That's
he
what has
ugly?
hurt- That's what has hurt me. If he ugly, that could hurt. Because it's like we could even look for something better together.
At the bar while we getting drunk.
Listen, mind you,
Singing City
my
Girls.
bear goggles might be on sometimes. But if he ugly and you with him for a reason. He might be the best
have
person
to be
ever.
a
Wookie.
He might be the best person ever. Yeah, he might be fiscally responsible. He might have the same love language you have. Don't be mad at my ugly boyfriend. He ugly. And he don't do nothing sensible. And that's the official story. Because I can need you to leave my ugly boyfriend alone.
But hold on.
What?
So y'all ain't gonna be there for your friend.
No, I can be there.
Yeah.
be
No,
there.
she was wrong, Leah. She was wrong.
I can be right
Yeah.
there.
You were wrong.
No, you were wrong. Friend.
Friend, you was wrong.
You was wrong. No, you should have checked up.
Also,
You should check up.
friend, look like he have a problem with Megan right now.
Oh, jeez. That's powerful.
There.
This is powerful.
Really?
Yes.
You know the meme, and I oop.
And I,
That's how I feel. Because I don't know.
we got a
oop. Should I say something?
Stick right there.
Put, put that on a sticky note.
Yes. Yeah. So what's the next girl code thing now?
Okay.
Okay. Best friends.
Thou shalt be there for your best friend. Yes.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not date thy best friend's ex
Fling.
or fling or whatever. As long as his penis met her, then you should not date him.
I agree.
Period.
Right.
Totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of touching on the friends thing. Let's say you're a person who has more than one best friend. You're fortunate to have more than one best friend. Do you think it's a form of betrayal if, let's say, me, you, and Leah are best friends, and me and Leah go out and we don't call you, we don't tell you?
I as the friend who would stay home, I don't want to be
Like,
I don't want to be out. Y'all will
we
be out until
out
3:00 in the morning.
and
I won't go to my bed.
we posting and
No, don't call me.
no, don't
Call me for specific things.
I'm mad. I am mad because you know I like go so bad. First of all,
I don't like go.
Know your audience. Right. Okay?
first of all,
Know your audience.
I want to know why y'all ain't ask me.
right. Even though no, but see, I understand what Bodine is saying, but I mean, I want to say no, Bodine. Like I want to feel like y'all need me.
No. I didn't tell you
Let
no
me say
enough
no.
times. So you know I can tell you no.
No, it don't
I
matter.
am that friend.
And the thing is, if I want to be around y'all that bad, I could pick up, put my makeup on, because
And
I know y'all
come.
could be out until 5:00 in the morning.
That's the
anyhow,
Gemini, and I say because I
and
ain't
then show
coming.
up.
I'm mad. I ain't coming.
Oh no, I'm mad. Be like, hey ho.
I'm mad at all.
How about y'all?
I will
damn
stay
business?
home.
No, I'd be like, hey ho, what we doing tonight? Who buy these drinks? Where he is?
Okay. No, you don't gotta call me. I could. Me ain't gotta go. I can stay home.
Yeah. I have central
I
air
ain't be
conditioning
mad.
and food. At a
So
bar.
kind of with girl code, but maybe not so much. Do you guys think it's okay for a stranger to come and tell you something that they think they may have seen or heard about your man? Like somebody may be like, I don't know you, but I'm coming to you to let you know that I saw
Come to me as a woman.
Patrick with Sarah last
Come
night.
to me as a woman.
Pictures and video, or else it didn't happen.
Come to me as a woman. Latoya Laughs did it best. Shout out. Come
Get
to me
to
as
your
a
bus
woman. Get bust up. Come to me as a woman.
No, if you come in to report pictures or videos,
Pictures or
or it
video.
didn't happen.
Yeah. Pictures of video.
One more question.
I had a situation like that. I did have to pull them on the side.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
This sound like
Let's not incriminate ourselves on camera. Let's hold this until after. It sounds like a plan.
No, they said that they saw something, but when I asked
Oh, I remember
questions,
this.
they couldn't give specific details. And I'm like, why did you tell me this?
that is making mad.
That makes me upset.
Because you don't want to sit down
I
and think about
experienced
it
that
all day.
today. Someone said they saw me.
They saw you.
They probably did see her.
You
probably
everywhere, man.
They saw her.
Saw me.
And lies.
They probably did.
You know what?
The audacity.
Oh, another thing with girl code, if your friend doesn't like someone,
You do not like them. Period. Don't play with me, Mandisa. If she know I said that. You do not retweet their tweets and like their pictures. And then be like, I didn't realize that was her.
listen,
We don't like her
I
together.
don't remember you. I'm going to say this again. I always apologize to you on the show. I hope you're watching. I do not remember who you are all the time, and my friend does not like you. And when I like your tweets, she screenshots it, sends it to my chat, and be like, this, no.
In her
You
defense,
sound like the last thing I did to my boyfriend.
I'm like,
in her
like,
defense,
hey,
the girl
hey.
keep changing her handles. So
she keep on changing it. I never remember. I honestly don't remember. So I'm sorry if you don't see me liking your tweets anymore. It's because of her. She always screenshots it. And I don't even go on Twitter no more because of that. I'd be scared I can like it.
I think that's bizarre.
Okay, so, say y'all in the club, right? You have your girls in the
First
club.
of all, we 40. Why are we in the club?
Or the bar, or what?
bar.
The party.
the fact.
We at the party, the cooler fat, on the beach.
We at Sundance.
Right. And
Yeah.
this strange man comes and dances with your friend, and she's clearly weirded out, and he's clearly not.
I
getting
turn into the
picture.
butch. I turn into your girlfriend.
You know,
That's
guys
girl
don't
code.
understand that,
That's
that
girl
they call
code.
us. They think that we're cock blocking.
No.
No, she called me.
We ain't into you.
Yeah. No,
Chaos.
I literally turn into the butch girlfriend, and I be like, "Yo, what you saying, boss?" The voice gets deep. My hand goes behind my back. I stand like a nigger.
Yeah.
And
Can you give us a demonstration, ma'am? Thanks.
Need Bodine to hold that mic for you. You good? You got it?
Bodine, would you?
Oh, that's me?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, crap.
What a
So-
way to wrap up a show.
So let me tell you, if said best friend Bodine is here, let's just say she's over here dancing, and a guy, you know, we dancing together. We hear do 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 do, and a guy said comes behind Bodine, right? Let's just imagine him there. Said best friend, me, goes like this. You do not let said best friend stand with the dude dancing. You turn into that nigga and you stand behind her. Yeah.
Especially if I'm drunk.
And that is
Especially
why.
if they drunk.
That is why we dance on each other.
That is why.
That is why.
Because we're weirded out by you.
yeah,
No,
you're
you don't know
weird.
that. Honestly,
Your
men are
breath
weird.
smells stink. Your doggies
weird.
probably
You don't
small,
know how to FIFA wine.
and you're poking me.
Whoa.
I don't feel a log in the leg. You're poking me.
Whoa.
It's like a finger.
I guess.
Why are you so mean?
Guys,
Well.
y'all gotta learn to like analyze it. Does this bungie want me behind it?
Right.
And if it does, learn to Tifa wine. We talked about that last episode. Tifa wine and
Just,
And
just
go.
Move on.
Just like
Y'all just want to
Fly
stay there and
away.
make love.
Ugh.
Y'all just want to make love.
and
Then y'all
stop trying to push my head down while I
Right.
got
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, you touching my hair?
where you want me to go?
No, like they just put their hand in
And
between.
then they push it
Yeah.
down.
And I'm like, first of all, we don't know each other.
Where you want me to go? Because I can lay down and scream.
Why I picture it?
You see me, right? You see me, right? Because you know I could beat your mind.
Oh, okay, so I do appreciate the girl code thing. It's a
Yes,
protection thing.
it's a
Yes.
protection thing.
And legitimately though, I know of stories of friends of mine that have gone to the restrooms on their own and they've been met outside by men that have tried to force them back into restrooms. And, you know, because they think that they're tipsy or drunk, they try to fondle them and things like that. And so this is why we go to the bathroom
Together.
and the restrooms
We
in
don't-
packs.
I
Look
think that's
at
the
each
most
other's
powerful
boobs.
girl code to
I
end.
mean, we do look at each other's boobs.
I mean, we do.
I
Don't
mean,
worry about it.
end
Sorry.
this
We do.
podcast on. I think that's
Like,
the most
girl.
powerful one, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go to the bathroom
With
with
your
your
friends.
friend.
Right.
Together.
And you got to make sure that her boobs ain't lopsided.
Yeah.
Boom.
That could
Solidarity
be it. The
forever.
tape sometimes could actually get a little loose.
So with that being said, we done.
Yeah.
This was so much fun.
It was.
Well, then you coming back?
Call me. I can try to do a new next time.
We love you, blue eyes.
Thank you. Yes, it's the Warrior 3 palette by Juvia's Place. Given by the Bahama Beauty.
Plugs.
Oh, I love her.
Okay, Leah. So start us off on our roll call.
It's starting with me. Oh.
Yeah. Yes, boo.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Elanise. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ELLEANISE.
Mandy.
Hey guys, this is Mandisa Kerr on LinkedIn and Facebook, Mandisa Lady 7 on Twitter, and Mandisa Lady on IG.
And Bodine, one more time for the one time.
Bodine Victoria across all social media and internet platforms. Look out for my new video, Juicy Fruit, and new singles. I's a coconut god.
Hey.
Cocoa skin dripping mad.
Hey.
I's the bar. I sweet like a sugar in a plum.
Oh.
In a plum. In a plum.
I like it.
I sweet like a sugar
Party.
in a
Oh,
I like it. I love it. Y'all just get all kind of things, little exclusives, little tips, little stuff like
I
that.
know.
What y'all ain't gonna get again is my handle. You're gonna have to rewind to the beginning of the episode to hear where to find me. But what you will get again, this is the Carlo, y'all, sorry, is where to find where to find this Big Talks podcast.
on everything.
on everything. And with that being said, guys, remember to lean over till we talk about it.
Ow.
See you later.
Bye.
Welcome to the Big Talks.